You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Arsenal have just handed Chelsea an expensive problem, and it's no joke. £31 million. Raheem Sterling, who joined Arsenal on loan from Chelsea, has been a total failure. The expectation was that Sterling would be the experienced player who would propel the Gunners to their first Premier League title in 2 decades. But the reality, he has barely left a mark at Emirates Stadium. Sterling was expected to make a big impact in Mikel Arteta's young squad, but that decision is now seen as a gamble that failed miserably. Arsenal are not only reluctant to make Sterling's status permanent, but also have no interest in keeping him next season. 1 season is enough. Now, Chelsea are faced with a major dilemma. High wages, an ongoing contract, and declining performances have made Sterling a financial burden for the club. With the summer transfer window fast approaching, the Blues are forced to find a solution, either sell him at a loss or loan him out again. This issue comes amid Chelsea's plans to conduct a fire sale to fund spending on new players such as Ekitike and other top names. But who wants to accommodate Sterling at this time? For Chelsea, Sterling is no longer an asset. He is now a burden. And Arsenal? They have returned the issue very coldly and without compromise.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Deal done! Fabrizio Romano officially announced that Chelsea, Liverpool, and Arsenal must bite their fingers. Real Madrid have won the hunt for Dean Huijsen. The young defender who has performed brilliantly with Bournemouth this season was previously Chelsea's main target. In fact, the Blues were said to be in pole position to recruit him, but everything changed in the last 24 hours. Romano confirmed that Bournemouth and Real Madrid had reached a full agreement. The value? £50 million, according to the release clause, which will be paid in full before the end of 2026. This is the last green light before Real Madrid negotiates directly with Huijsen, and the player apparently prioritized moving to the Bernabeu from the start. This means that Chelsea and other Premier League rivals have officially lost their big target. However, there is a positive side for Arsenal. This transfer could divert Madrid's attention from William Saliba. Los Blancos were previously quite aggressive in targeting the Gunners' mainstay defender. With Huijsen's arrival, their focus has now changed. Still, for Chelsea, it's a huge blow. A young, talented player with Premier League experience gone to another club. And to make matters worse, gone to Real Madrid. This transfer once again highlights that if you don't act fast, a future star could slip away. Chelsea must learn from losing Huijsen if they are to be serious about competing in the transfer market this summer.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Chelsea are preparing to let Jadon Sancho return to Manchester United. Despite having a £25 million purchase option, the Blues seem reluctant to activate it. 4 goals and 10 assists in 39 games are not enough to convince him to stay at Stamford Bridge. And now, Chelsea are starting to move to find a replacement. The name that has emerged? Leroy Sane. Yes, the former Manchester City star is now the main target for the Blues. Even more surprising, Sane can be obtained for free this summer, because his contract at Bayern Munich expires next month. According to Football Insider, Chelsea and Arsenal are currently the 2 strongest candidates in the hunt for Sane. The player is said to be very open to returning to the Premier League. And in terms of quality, there is no doubt. 13 goals and 6 assists this season for Bayern, plus a wealth of experience at the highest level. While at Manchester City, Sane was once called phenomenal by Statman Dave. 39 goals and 44 assists in 135 games. With Guardiola, he also lifted 2 Premier League trophies. Chelsea will certainly hope that Sane can become Cole Palmer 2.0. Both City graduates, and both have the potential to explode when given full trust. Just look at Palmer, who is now the main star of the Blues with 40 goals and 25 assists in just 88 appearances. If Sane can approach that level, then this will be the best free transfer of the summer of 2025. No ransom, but with a huge impact. Chelsea cannot miss this opportunity, especially if they want to compete seriously next season.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Chelsea are set to launch their 2025-26 home kit, and the design has already been leaked. With just 3 games left of the season, the Blues have turned the spotlight to next season with a teaser posted on the club's official website. The official launch is expected to take place on Friday, May 16th, 2025, based on the end date of their giveaway competition. Although the main sponsor on the chest has yet to be announced, the design of the shirt is confirmed to be complete and ready to be launched this month. So, what will Chelsea's new kit look like? According to leaks from Footy Headlines, the jersey will still carry the traditional blue color, but what's making a scene is the touch of bright red in the small details. A color that is rare, even almost taboo, in the eyes of Chelsea fans. Nike is said to be taking a bolder approach by combining rush blue, speed red, and clean white. But it's not just about the color. The jersey features a grunge pattern, a rough design inspired by the tough city of London and the spirit of its residents. The response from fans? Mixed. While some have praised Nike's bold approach as a visual refresh for the club, others feel that red is a rival color, not part of Chelsea's DNA. There is no main sponsor yet on the chest, as the club are still in talks with potential partners. This leaves the leaked design feeling a bit hollow, but also leaves room for speculation and anticipation. With such a bold design and a launch date just around the corner, the kit could be the start of a new era at Stamford Bridge. But the question is, will fans be proud to wear it? Or will they reject it as too far from tradition?
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
A big battle is taking place behind the scenes. Chelsea, Liverpool and Newcastle United are reportedly ready to elbow each other to sign Hugo Ekitike, the young Eintracht Frankfurt striker who is stealing the attention of Europe. According to Give Me Sport, Liverpool are the most aggressive club so far. They will send scouts to this weekend's Bundesliga match when Frankfurt plays Freiburg in order to see Ekitike's performance firsthand. Arne Slot has reportedly given the green light. He wants a new striker who can add variety to the front line, and Ekitike is considered a very potential new weapon. The 22-year-old French player has indeed performed extraordinarily this season, 33 goals in all competitions. He is not only sharp, but also flexible. He can play as a main striker or wide on the wing. However, there is one big problem: the price. Frankfurt have set a price tag of £84 million. That figure makes Liverpool have to recalculate. Ekitike's contract is still until 2028, and his salary is quite high. But if he performs crazy in this weekend's match, the Reds could be tempted to make an offer straight away. But wait. Chelsea also came with a proposal. Enzo Maresca wants a new striker who can be a partner or even a replacement for Nicolas Jackson. After failing miserably with Lukaku and being inconsistent up front, Ekitike is considered a long-term solution. Moreover, Chelsea already has a big spending record for talented young players. Newcastle has also entered the hunt. With the target of entering the Champions League next season, Eddie Howe needs additional strength in the attack line. Ekitike is considered suitable for the physical and high-pressing playing style of the Magpies. Interestingly, Frankfurt just activated Ekitike's purchase clause from PSG for £14 million last January. But now his value could jump sixfold in just a matter of months. This could be the hot transfer of the summer. This weekend's match could be the final test, and if Ekitike plays crazy, don't be surprised if Chelsea, Liverpool or Newcastle immediately launch an official offer.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Wesley Fofana's dream transfer to Marseille is now in danger of failing completely. The Chelsea defender, who has long idolized the club from his hometown, is now facing a bitter reality. Marseille are starting to have doubts, very doubts. Fofana once admitted that he was almost tempted last summer when Mehdi Benatia, Marseille's sporting director, contacted him directly. But he decided to stay at Chelsea in order to start a new era with Enzo Maresca. Initially, everything seemed to be going smoothly. Fofana played regularly, was finally free from injury, and was even called Maresca's favorite player. But the old story repeated itself. A severe hamstring injury forced him to undergo surgery. The season was again ended. Chelsea are now said to be frustrated and ready to listen to offers for Fofana. Marseille are immediately on alert, interested in recruiting the prodigal son. However, a big problem has emerged. Fofana's salary is considered too high for the League One club. Not only that, Fofana's injury record makes them even more anxious. Let's not forget one important thing. His contract at Chelsea is still active until 2029, and the Blues certainly won't let him go for cheap after paying 80 million euros. According to journalist Sacha Tavolieri, there has been no real progress in the negotiations. Marseille are still interested, but their progress is faltering. Fofana's hopes of returning home could be dashed again this summer, and Chelsea seem to be running out of patience. Is this the end of Fofana's love affair with Marseille? Or is it the beginning of the most emotional transfer saga of the summer?
Yeah, you subscribe to our YouTube channel.